Is the change.org petition for re-release and modern design Dreamcast a crazy demand / expectation from Sega? Ian, what do you think?
So he was more reasonable in the way he asked this question. I actually like this guy, so I'm not... I do want to say that we are answering this question because it was directed to us like 6 times. Okay? It's not fucking happening. Okay? It is a crazy demand or expectation. I can probably... I know of at least three Change.org petitions that have gone up over the past 5 years for Sega to come back into the market magically with a Dreamcast 2. They're not going to. Sega's never coming back. You can do all the petitions you want. It's just dumb. They've completely redirected their business.
I think people don't understand. People like to dream, but don't understand what business practices are. They don't understand what makes smart business. The same people that think that Nintendo should abandon their console market for no good reason other than they want to see Mario games on a PS4, which makes no sense to Nintendo. The R&D for Sega, especially since they've been out of it for 15 years, the R&D alone for Sega to come back and develop a new system would be, I don't know, tens of millions of dollars or something to be able to compete with a PS4. Yeah. You know, are you serious?
Well, and it's just...
a company that is all about abandoned all but their biggest franchises because they're not making money on software anyway, all of a sudden going to magically waltz back into the, into the console arena to compete?
Right. And the petition doesn't mean anything anyways. I mean, who knows who's signing this? Is it 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 21-year-olds, 40-year-olds? Who cares? It doesn't represent an actual consumer base. It represents people being like, oh, I fondly remember the Dreamcast. I'd like Sega back.
Yeah, I hate to say it's just naivety or just nostalgia. That's what it is. It's just, it's not happening.
No, and this is, and what I would really like to point out for perhaps future podcasts, depending on how long we keep this going years on, is that this happens all the time specifically for Sega coming out with a Dreamcast 2. This is not the first. This is like the 5th time. It's never going to happen.
Guys, it's not like the Dreamcast made Sega money.
Right, exactly.
They sold a decent amount, but they didn't make money on it.
They left the business for a reason.
They didn't have a success. They haven't had a successful console since the Genesis died, and that was 20 years ago.